My brothers and sisters, when we speak about sacrifice in Islam, our minds often go straight to eat all animal, the act of slaughtering an animal, the distribution of meat, the celebration. But I want us to take a step back and ask, what is the true meaning of sacrifice in Islam? It goes far deeper than rituals. It's a sign of faith. It is a measure of our love for Allah. Because anyone can claim belief with their tongue, but it's only through sacrifice that the sincerity of that claim is tested. Sacrifice is what separates lip service from lived belief. If you say you love someone, you will do whatever it takes to please them. You will endure difficulty to bring them happiness. Now ask yourself, how much are you willing to give up for the sake of Allah? How many times have we chosen comfort over salah? How often have we known something is haram, yet justified it because it's easier? The moment you give up something your nafs desires because you know it displeases Allah, that is sacrifice. That is faith in action. Real faith is tested when doing the right thing costs you. When lowering your gaze, standing for truth, dressing modestly, refusing corruption. When these choices come with social pressure, mockery, or even financial loss, that's when Allah sees your truth. That's when the angels write your name with honor. Sacrifice cleans the soul. It detaches us from the dunya and brings us closer to Jannah. One of the most powerful examples of sacrifice is found in the story of our beloved Prophet Ibrahim, may peace be upon him. Allah told him to leave his wife and son in the middle of a barren desert with no water, no shelter, no support. He obeyed. He didn't question. He knew that Allah's plan is greater than his understanding. He walked away, trusting his Lord. That was sacrifice. Then came an even greater test. Allah showed him in a dream that he must sacrifice his own son. Imagine the love of a father. Imagine the years of longing for a child. Imagine finally holding him, watching him grow, only to be asked to give him up. But what did Ibrahim do? He said, "Oh my son, I have seen in a dream that I must sacrifice you, so see what you think." And what was the son's reply? A boy raised in submission to Allah said, "Oh my father, do as you are commanded. You will find me, if Allah wills, among the patient." This is the essence of sacrifice, not just from the father, but from the son as well. And what happened? Allah did not want the blood. He wanted the obedience. He replaced the son with a ram and made that moment a symbol for the entire ummah. That legacy lives on through every Eid, through every act of submission, through every test we endure today. It's not just a story from history. It's a blueprint for our lives. Every one of us is tested in our own way. You may not be asked to sacrifice your child like Ibrahim as, but your own tests are no less important. For one person, the sacrifice is waking up for Fajr when the bed feels so warm. For another, it's giving up a relationship that they know is haram. For someone else, it might be walking away from a lucrative business deal that involves riba. Every believer will have a moment, many moments, where they must choose between what their heart desires and what Allah commands. Don't belittle your sacrifices. Sometimes what seems small to others is a mountain to you, and Allah knows that. The Prophet said that even a smile is charity. So how much more valuable is a silent struggle, a private moment when you close a haram website, when you swallow your anger, when you forgive someone who hurt you? These are sacrifices, and they count. The angels write them, Allah witnesses them. And on the day of judgment, these small decisions may be the ones that tip the scale in your favor. Allah doesn't want to make your life difficult, but He does want to see who truly believes. Sacrifice isn't a punishment, it's a purification. It brings clarity, it forces you to confront what really matters. When you sacrifice for Allah, you don't lose, you elevate. You rise spiritually. You cleanse your soul. And most importantly, you draw closer to the one who loves you more than your own mother. Many people think success is what they can see, what they can touch. Money, fame, approval. But the believer knows that real success isn't measured in likes or bank accounts. It's measured by the peace in your heart, the closeness you have with your Creator, and the reward that waits in the next life. When you sacrifice something for the sake of Allah, you might lose a friend, you might lose an opportunity, you might lose comfort. But you never lose the reward. And the reward is far greater than anything this dunya can offer. How many people gave up their careers because they wouldn't remove the hijab? How many young brothers refused a haram income even when it was their only source of money? They suffered, yes. But their hearts found peace, and their lives in the end became richer, not always materially, but spiritually, emotionally, eternally. Allah promises us in the Quran, whoever fears Allah, He will make a way out for them and provide for them from where they do not expect. That's not just theory, that's reality. Countless Muslims have lived it. When they chose to obey Allah over their desires, doors opened. Not always immediately, not always in the way they expected, but always with wisdom and purpose. The sacrifice came first. The ease followed. That's the divine pattern. That's how faith is rewarded. We live in a time where people are proud of sin and shy about Islam. A time when many Muslims are pressured to hide their faith, to compromise their values for worldly acceptance. Some change their appearance, their speech, even their names just to fit in. But my brothers and sisters, what's the point of gaining the world if it costs you your soul? Every time you give up your deen for the dunya, you're making a trade. And it's a terrible trade. The dunya will leave you. The people you're trying to impress today will forget you tomorrow. But Allah will never forget you. When you stand firm for His sake, He honors you. Even if the whole world turns against you, He will support you. You might be laughed at for wearing hijab. You might be mocked for refusing to drink. You might be told you're backwards because you pray. But know this, the same people laughing today will one day be searching for the peace that you already have. The deen is priceless. Don't sell it for anything. Not for a job. Not for a relationship. Not for status. Hold on to it with both hands, even when it burns. Because that fire of sacrifice today is nothing compared to the fire we seek to avoid tomorrow. And that moment of hardship now is nothing compared to the eternal joy that comes with Allah's pleasure. My beloved brothers and sisters, remember that every moment of sacrifice in this life is a moment of building for the next. We are not here forever. This dunya is temporary, fleeting, and full of illusions. But Jannah is real. Allah's promises are real. And the path to Him is through struggle, patience, and sincere sacrifice. Don't let the comfort of today cost you the peace of the hereafter. Don't trade eternal light for temporary pleasure. Whether it's your time, your desires, your wealth, or your ego, whatever you give up for the sake of Allah, He will replace it with something far better in ways you can't imagine. You may not see it now, but the angels are recording. The doors of Jannah are being prepared, and your reward is being protected by the Most Merciful. So walk proudly upon this path of sacrifice, with the Quran in your heart and Allah on your mind. Because the one you are sacrificing for sees every tear, every silent battle, every hidden intention. And He never lets the sincere be lost.